correct answer. I was going to say, it's kind of loud how top-heavy and stacked we are right now, because holy cow, like 3-4 matches in, Atomic versus Cheeks, this is insane.
Yeah.
This is something that I would not be shocked to see in top 3 or top 4.
Well, this is winners quarters, and I was actually about to say, I would expect to see this usually in like winners quarters.
No.
And then I got told it's in winners quarters, and I was like, well, that explains it. So.
I wouldn't be shocked to see this in a semis.
No, yeah, for
like,
sure.
Or like a deeper, like, hey, this is for losers, you know.
Like to make it losers top 8 or
losers
yeah, like
finals,
losers. Yeah.
You know,
something like that.
We can get deep. We can get rather deep.
But this is definitely a classic. I mean, Atomic's out here every week. Cheeks is out here almost every week. I forgot to pull up the up B counter. I didn't do that this time, but you know, I think we all know at this point to look out for.
Did they play? Was it last week or the week before that they had a really tight set that Atomic just pulled back?
I think it was 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. Maybe 4, maybe a month ago.
I'm just surprised to see the Rob at the start, because if I remember correctly, it was a reverse 3-0 that started losing as Rob and then finished with Joker sealing the deal.
I might be thinking of a different set. I think it was actually... I think Atomic won the first 2. Cheek switched to Roy, and then once he switched to Roy, I think Atomic switched to the Joker.
Maybe that's
after the Roy won a game or 2.
All I remember is it ended Roy versus Joker.
It did end Roy versus Joker. Yeah, I think it was a stuffing a reverse 3-0.
Yeah. Oh my
God. From Cheeks. But either way, we're still in game 1 of this set. And Cheeks, and I was talking a lot with Disco about survivability, right? 157 as Cloud against Rob, and still living. Mario Party Master.
Through the down throw. What's crazy about that is a lot of people are like, oh, it's a mini game, but it's like 3 mini games at once, right? You have the mashing mini game, and then you have the your button you're buffering after the mashing mini game, and then you have the decision to be made after all of that, which is it's a lot to stack on top of each other, but you have to guess right and execute properly at least twice.
It's you know, sometimes it really is just a guessing game. That's what it comes down to. But and Cheeks winning a lot of those. 176 may even get to a 3-1 lead if he guesses correctly using that limit. Did not. So Atomic able to hang on. Still not taking out the stock. 192 as Cloud is insane.
Yeah, and there was a moment there where he whiffed like 12 times in the corner, but I was genuinely just impressed at how he was tiptoeing around the gyro.
Yeah.
He was jumping back and forth around an evil opponent gyro, and my goodness, he is just continuing to build this lead. 0%, 2 stocks, close to limit.
Whether you're fighting out of the corner or whether you're trying to control the game as the one aggressing to your opponent in the corner, playing around the corner as Cloud is probably the biggest key to success playing him. That's absolutely what defines Spargo's success. It's just a player in general, but particularly his Cloud. The way that he locks people down and prevents them from sort of giving them the room to set up their own game plan I think is what really makes Cloud special in this game.
Yeah, Cheeks has been doing a really good job also, taking some of that movement, getting control of the gyro from Atomic, and then just removing it as a resource by throwing it up. That gyro takes a long time to come back down.
Gyro in hand, Atomic still trying to hunt for that KO, but it's just not had the confirms on deck so far. I mean, again, that first stock lasted so long and still not able to find anything. I love that it really burned the limit, too.
Ooh, the forward tilt maybe even was supposed to be dropped through platform back air, more than likely, but catches Atomic jumping up too high. Onto that plat, spot dodge. Ooh, chased the roll, but I think that was a little bit of Rob funky hurtbox situation.
You know, we've heard of Funky Kong. Can we get Funky Rob?
I would love a Funky Rob. Give him a bandana and some sunglasses. Tank top on that fella, my goodness.
Extra small tank top.
Oh. Hey, where there is a Rob, there is a way. There is an opportunity for Atomic here, and we're starting to see it right now. We got the back hit of the Nair, though, not the forward hit. So Cheeks making it back to center stage.
barely able to hang on. And again, where there's a Rob, there's a way. That's true, but that means Atomic needs to start hitting those confirms that we haven't seen so far in this first game. And dare I say, in the last couple of weeks, the combo game has been a little bit lackluster from him. This is his big chance, though. Tried to catch that air dodge down with the down air. Not quite enough, though. Cheeks still barely hanging on. Down air almost got him in a lot of trouble.
Gonna have to float, find the way down. This is gonna be really difficult for Atomic. Guard very good at chasing the landing. Cheeks so close to the chest with it that he just held limit until it was gone. Woo! Definitely a rough spot to be in. Back on the ledge trap, but he lets it go.
Here's that corner play from Cheeks, right? Atomic still on
Oh
back
my
center
God.
stage, down throw. He caught the right timing of the air dodge. Cheeks barely hanging on again, though. Does he have his double jump? No, he doesn't. Try to use that side B to maybe bring a miracle into the world off of that gyro, but Atomic, despite not being able to close those stocks out early, is able to close out the game, and that's what's important.
Atomic looking like a clutch god right now, and what's against Cheeks as well is a huge ask. Like, Cheeks is known for the solidity of his play. He's normally like a fortress. He's like
Unbreakable.
One of the biggest like checks in the region. Like, if you do not have the mental fortitude to deal with this, especially in a set where he's able to take it the full, 5 games, or has the opportunity to play best 3 out of 5. Normally very good at just hammering away at the opponent's mental until they're gone. So to start off against Cheeks down the whole game and just turn that around, that is not easy.
We'll see game 2. I mean, again, Atomic's just such a competitor at heart, right? Like, I think that if he wasn't a Smash player, he'd be competing in something else.
Of course.
Like, he just has that mindset of, I want to win. And when you have somebody like that put in a clutch situation, they're not going to start to despair. They're going to go, man, I want to step up. This is where things get exciting.
Absolutely. Cheeks doing a good job of getting that early damage, but limit not quite being spent here. What a long get-up attack that is.
It reaches. It's like up there with like Bowser's get-up attack too.
Yeah.
I just go like, look, if my opponent is within the same zip code as me, I'm playing get-up attack.
I'm pressing that A button and God help them.
Thought it was like the sweep too.
Ooh, the last lingering hits the burner. Ooh, I thought he was going to get clipped because of the extra time.
Yeah, that hit lag. I would not be surprised if Atomic was taking advantage of it. I think maybe thought that he had pressed his up B and then did the air dodge, but tried to buffer it all at once, so just the air dodge came out. Something.
Not what you like to see if you're Atomic, but, was able to come from behind in the last game. See if we can maybe do that again. Cheeks really would like to take advantage of the scenario. Run as far as we can. We've seen so many limits just disappear due to time.
I was going to say that. Atomic has done such a good job of playing around the limit and getting that recovery caught out right there too, noticing that Cheeks was going to try to go for that high recovery. The Cloud-specific game plans from him have been very, very good.
Cheeks doing the thing where he tries to cover a space if you run into it. Not running all the way, meeting 100% in Atomic's direction. And Atomic is just not fading in to those hitboxes very often.
No. The patience has definitely been, I think, paramount to his success so far. Here could be your big opportunity, but Cheeks with some ambiguous DI right there. Kind of hard to call if you're... Cheeks and standing still, man.
Okay, I
Never
love
gets old.
A lot of the time, when people go for that kind of a defensive option like that roll, they will roll and then wait to see what happens afterwards, right? Atomic realized immediately after he rolled, oh God, he was looking for that, and chose another option, which was run the hell off stage. Yeah. Get away.
Get away. Rob can make it back. That's no big deal.
There we go, just burning it before we lose it to time once more. Not really in a very productive manner, but still.
I mean, what we talked about earlier, right? Atomic's done such a good job of playing around that limit that he's just not even engaging with Cheeks when it's there. And hey, credit where it's due. Cheeks, even when Atomic's not engaging with him, still finding opportunities to put up big damage.
Ooh, Perry is going to give Cheeks an opportunity to set up more of this ledge pressure, but once that gyro comes back, Atomic once again able to fight his way out.
Ooh, that late air dodge could have gotten Atomic in a lot of trouble. Still trying to fight out of the corner. He has waited out those single side Bs every single time, and Cheeks Seen him get aggressive with that last use of limit. Will he do it again? Probably needs to use it to recover this time, and does. He's even back to center stage, too, so Atomic not even getting anything big out of that whole interaction.
I love the spot dodge there after the hit of the side special on shield.
Oh.
That gave him the opportunity to cancel spot dodge with an attack as an answer very quickly.
I'm getting some flashbacks to Game 1, are you not?
Game 1 vibes.
Feels very, very similar
Getting
as far
left
as that
strapped,
situation goes.
high percent, but Cheeks trying to get a little bit cute with Atomic's gyro, finishes the job this time, catches Atomic on the way down.
That's the thing that Spargo did a whole lot in the developing stages of Cloud's, sort of game plans and what he likes to do, and then a bunch of other Clouds have followed suit. Tossing somebody up into the air, hitting them up there, and then covering them by just getting on the platform, double jump, back airing anytime they just try to get out of that Cloud threat zone, go off stage, right? Ledge is safe, but before you can even get there, Cloud is up there with an IDJ back air.
I think just beginning to start to put the things together where he had been, like I said, just outside of Atomic's ranges, putting up the bubble and said, hey, if you want to walk into my zone, then you'll get hit with a hitbox. Started to realize, hey, maybe that's kind of why I wasn't able to seal out the last game, that Atomic turned things around, because I am waiting for him to be the one who decides when interactions happen. At the end of the last game, I need to close it out. I'm throwing this back air at you. You have to do something about it. Those are the adjustments that you like.
We'll see what adjustments Atomic can make, aside from the Rob color. He's lost a bit of that blue pigment.
A little bit paler. Will that lead to more or less success?
Right now looking like he is airing towards more, burning that limit well once again, keeping Cheeks in the corner, but not able to capitalize it. Very stark difference between these two, and one of those characters is in the corner, right? Cheeks, very oppressive, keeps Atomic there for a long time. Meanwhile, Atomic's kind of trying to swing for the jugular and coming up empty a lot of the time.
Yeah, manages to find his way once again back to the ledge. See if Atomic can seal the deal. One more gyro hit is one more opportunity. But Cheeks has been elusive. And harkens back to that game 1 where he lived to near 200%. He might take stray hits here and there, but he's very intentional about what he is playing into his ranges.
Yeah,
wow.
What he's allowed to get hit by as well. And guess that there's not one of those things.
Yeah.
Enough rage to take him directly off the top. But again, at 180, you're talking about a character that is not a stranger to dying at low percents because of that recovery. But, I mean, Cheeks has just been, like you said, evasive, hard to hit.
And let's be clear, that Nair is a move that is one you don't want to get hit by at any percent. But Atomic off the read was able to get it done. Yeah,
Wow.
Cheeks answered back so fast.
Florida right off the top, man. And I like that from Cheeks, that if he does go down, he is...
Oh, he got body blocked.
He did get body blocked by Big Rob.
Big Rob is out here causing problems.
And they said being big was a disadvantage. At that time, it got Atomic a stock.
Unbelievable how greedy Big Rob is.
That Rob
hiding the
is
truth.
In plain sight. They're saying it even. Rob is big. But it's a good thing.
I really thought he was about to get body blocked again.
It was close.
It was something.
Well, again, Cheeks, like you mentioned earlier, he's got some fight in him. Like, he goes down, he's going to swing back pretty quickly. 82% on Atomic, but Atomic puts even more on Cheeks with that back air 2-1 victory. And even with a little bit of a cheesy stock there in that game 2, getting that 2-stock victory has got to give you a lot of momentum as a player.
Definitely, especially with as close as the last 2 games have been. I was going to say, Cheeks, if he goes down, he's going to go down swinging. And he was swinging that forward smash quite large as he lost it all. So
And he's going to start swinging even more
even
now.
larger. Yeah, you go to the Roy. When you saw him hover over town, I think everyone knew that the character swap was incoming. Here comes the Roy. Headband on.
Yeah, I even figured that Cloud wouldn't be too bad on Town and City, right? I mean, he's really good at doing those, double jumps to the platform, covering those drifts away from the ledge or center stage up high, but Roy just gets that crazy kill power off the side, and the recovery does even get a little bit better as well, right? A bit more difficult to contest. Most of the time, you're just going to be worrying about the gyro as Roy.
And
so,
honestly, as good as Cloud may be able to function on the stage, why ever do that when you have a Roy?
Yeah,
This stage is nuts for him.
and a Roy that's arguably just as good as your Cloud. can you imagine going back in time to like the first 2 or 3 months of the game and telling Cheeks, yeah, it's going to be your Cloud. Also the Roy, evidently, but you know, Cloud's going to work out, man. Trust me.
Yeah, just keep this guy and warm up the Roy also. You'll be great.
Is he going to get buffed? Shut up. Nice recovery right there. But again, Atomic with those back airs, placing them so well. But not able to suss out this recovery just yet. And Cheeks, an opportunity to get back to center, and he takes it.
Yeah, managed to escape the up smash read from Atomic, but he's fighting back. Hasn't taken any percent yet on the stock and stays that way, answering the get-up attack. It's not quite Cloud's.
Not nearly, not even close, to be honest.
He's got a butter knife. Knife with the butter on it.
Knife with the butter on it. Butter knife.
Manages to, get a little bit of a stab there, but... Oh, here we go, Nair. Not really getting anything big started. I expected a little
I knew
more
it was
of a
going to happen again.
Up. My goodness.
I knew it was going to be the exact same thing.
Giving Cheeks a little bit of a taste of his own medicine. I heard you like me pressing the same button 12 times in a row.
Check this out.
Look at those.
Ooh, parry! But definitely way too late on that jab right there. I mean, Atomic getting sent so far off stage.
Man, I hate... Drop down tilt is the most you dropped your pocket move I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Once again, get up attack trying to contest with the gyro that was lingering on the ledge, but out of range to hit the back air.
I mean, you're either going to have to, tech that gyro hit, know when your invincibility runs out, and then contest with a down air from Atomic afterwards, or you just get stuck in that situation right there, because you can't just re-grab the ledge. That's the freest down air that Atomic could possibly have. But
of course,
at the end of the day,
it becomes a read situation where do I roll with this timing or jump with this timing, or get up attack and potentially lose there as well. They have to be on the correct read. That is insane that he lives. What privilege this character does have.
That's partially Town and City too. It does have those lower bottom blast zones.
Also true.
So that is a help, but Cheeks is able to close out that stock, sitting at about 50%. So Atomic can start setting up for some KOs off the stage pretty soon. So Cheeks has got to answer, and quick.
I love the way that he kind of held back with that nair instead of drifting far forward, because if he kept drifting forward, he would have
off stage.
Well, right onto the gyro. And not only, he's gone.
Platforms
Atomic
can't save you now. 3-1 victory for Atomic, moving on to winner's semis, a place that he is no stranger to in Cheeks. That Roy switch, just not timely enough, believed in the Cloud maybe a bit longer than he needed to, maybe not believing in it enough.
I think the Cloud and the Roy both clearly showed that they had what it takes. There was a tight game at the end as well. And he was very, present of mind the whole way through. There wasn't, really silly mistakes that I feel like were costing him. It was just the smallest of things is what it is at the end of the day between these two kinds of players.
Hey, by the way, I want to tell you all about Crowning Achievement 2. Going to be a little regional coming up on February 18th. If you're counting, it's this weekend. It's going to be right here at the time that you would normally see Super Smash Odyssey, but it is Crown's birthday, and the TO gets to do as the TO pleases, and the TO can say, you know what, it's my birthday. It's a regional now. Come on down. Crowning Achievement 2, start.gg/CA 2023, right down in the very same venue that you're watching us broadcast from, FX Games and Console Repair in Plano, Texas. 7 p.m. when it starts, as you would expect, most of the tournaments down here, so 3,000 Custer Road. Come on down.
Yeah, that will also have a $100 pop bonus as bestowed by Spiff.
Shout out Spiff.
Who's also given the same deal to this event because it's all a part of the low tier league. So if you want to support the people who are supporting us and
by extension support us.
And support us as well, use that code TLOCK10, 10% off your order. You can look fresh and feel good about it.
I mean, that'll pay for a good chunk of your shipping, if not all of it, depending on how much you order, right? But also, you're picking up fashion that you're going to want to pick up anyways. You want to get dripped out. You want to look nice, and Spiff has had the Smash community covered for years there.
It is so true.
Spiffspace.com. Disco's got it right now.
Check out the socials as well.
He's about to take off.
He's flapping. Flapping.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, Spiff, sponsoring these $100 pot bonuses at the Low Tier League, which once again, these events are a part of the Low Tier League. We talked about it a little bit earlier where you got to see some of the players who are currently qualified as is. But Phase 1, first place overall, will receive Tourney Locator sponsorship through the end of the next Low Tier League season. Free trip to Low Tide City, courtesy of Tourney Locator.
That's us.
That's us. Phase 2, the end of the season, has a final top 8 bracket with a $500 prize pool, a trip to Super Smash Con for Melee and Ultimate winners, as well as a trip to Combo Breaker for the Guilty Gear Strive winner.
Yeah, that's big. No matter if you're playing FGC, Melee, Ultimate, right? I mean, you got to get in on that, right? We got 4 tournaments every week that you can come out, earn your points in the circuit, in the Low Tier League. And that's a full trip. That's not just, oh yeah, we'll pay for your entry or even, you know, your flight. That is flight, hotel, entry. We're sending you there, and go make us proud.
Yeah.
Go make us proud.
And you will.
You won in the Low Tier League.
Have a good time.
You can win anywhere.
And you're going to the event that I think is very representative of your scene. If you're a Smash Brothers player, you're going to Super Smash Con.
One of the 2 biggest tournaments every year.
What is more Super Smash Brothers than that? And of
Literally
course, everyone knows that Combo Breaker is like the FGC tournament of the year.
The place to be.
It's a nice event.
You got to go out there.
I just want to know what local player is going to place high enough in the Low Tier League, get their way to Combo Breaker. I want to see their walk on the ring.
I want to see it. By the way, Beastly and Lima may have to play very early on in Losers. For Losers 8.
What happened to my son?
And Beastly was telling me he only couldn't win because of Lima. No, he's going to have to make it deeper into the bracket through him. Wow. AZ 3-0 over Beastly to make that happen. That's crazy. The irony here is that AZ
Beastly
is normally Lima's demon.
It's true, and Beastly has been kind of picking up Wolf also recently for Lima.
Chock full of irony here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this one little event. For those who missed half of it, which is probably all of you, because we were just talking to production who does not speak to you. He does not do that.
That's true.
Well, what even was
Disco.
that? God. Is it, you know? Disco threw that at me, and for those who weren't able to tell, it was a packet of ketchup because I wanted to catch you up. And this is the stuff that I deal with every week, y'all. So we're...
Can I say, by the way, I appreciate how we just happen to kind of match.
Yeah, it just kind of happened that way.
Pink and green.
It just is that way. It's a good color combo.
It is a good color combo.
Anyway, Beastly's in losers bracket, much to my dismay. What happened to my son? Well, he lost to AZ 3-0. Now he's probably playing Lima for losers 8s.
Yep.
Which is...
That is projected.
It's projected.
They both still have to make it there.
Yeah, they both have to earn their right. Lima has to beat Fox. Lima has to beat Fox, which is not guaranteed.
Crazy as
by
it may
any
sound.
means.
We have a history of DDDs upsetting top Bayonetta players in this venue.
Shoutouts Tomatoni.
Shoutouts Tomatoni. Who's Beastly playing?
What? Beastly is playing against PictoChat GF. I don't know who that is, but you know, at this point, anything could happen. Literally Beastly, anything could happen.
I mean, yeah, it's Beastly. Anything could happen.
With Beastly, I don't know who showed up today, you know? Yeah, have you ever seen those, like...
It could be Beast Mode Tarun. It could be Alex. Whoever that would be.
Oh, okay. I do know that tag.
Okay.
So, this is... Have you ever taken those personality tests where it's like, all right, you've got, you know, far this side, far that side, or whatever it's supposed to tell you, but if there's like 2 dots right on top of each other, it's like you could go either way on this particular issue. Have you ever taken like an, what do you,
like an MBTI?
Like a Myers-Briggs?